Starfield is finally here, and many gamers are extremely excited to jump in and start exploring the vast and immersive galaxy at our disposal. After the long-awaited release date, then the year-long delay, we can finally experience the new and amazing concept Bethesda has offered their many fans. Previous information has suggested that this game will be very intricate and potentially difficult to grasp at first. With everything from flying and customizing your very own spaceship to exploring and discovering new worlds and creatures, the possibilities for intergalactic adventures are endless. So to help ease the pain of unpacking everything Starfield has to offer, here are 10 things you should know about Starfield. The character creation in Starfield is a very important part of the game and is ultimately the first complex task you will encounter. The exciting thing about Bethesda's character creation model is that you are able to create a character using a vast array of qualities to produce a person that is unique to you. The level of detail that you can use to create your character is quite impressive. You can adjust your body type between a scale of 3 features, including muscular, thin, and heavy, and you have the option to scale your body size to the exact point you desire. Even more impressive is the amount of alterations you can make to your character's face or head. The options available in this portion of the character creation allows players to alter their character to look however they want. The background portion basically includes what your player's backstory is and where they came from, and this portion also includes which skills you will start out with. Every option includes a different set of skills, which could definitely come in handy as you start the main story. The final level to this extensive process are your character traits. Each trait has its benefits, but also have a downside to them. Some downsides are worse than others, however, it is certainly up to one's own opinions on whether or not a trait is worth the downside. This step in the creation of your character is very important because it can impact your experience, such as certain interactions with NPCs. Ship customization is a new concept in Bethesda video games and truly adds a great aspect to Starfield. In Starfield, players have the ability to upgrade ships that you already own or create a new ship from a wide range of parts. By visiting ship technicians at spaceports or landing zones, you can upgrade many parts of your ship, such as weapon systems, engines, shields, cargo spaces, and much more. There are some guidelines you must follow when building ships, such as making sure certain parts are compatible with the location you wish to place it, but overall the customization can be unique to your tastes. Building a ship can be very expensive, and if you want good parts for your ship, you'll need to invest a large quantity of credits. There is also the skill tree that you will need to look at to ensure you have access to better equipment. There are 5 different manufacturers when it comes to building ships. Each manufacturer has their own unique style of ships, anywhere from a sleek futuristic design to a rogue outdated sort of look. You can design both the interior and the exterior of your ship, giving it a unique look for your galactic travels. There is a vast selection of weapons available in Starfield, from ballistic firearms to futuristic lasers and particle weapons, and with combat encounters being a regular thing, you'll need to choose the right weapon for the right situation. Different weapons have different advantages and disadvantages, such as damage, range, accuracy, fire rate, magazine capacity, recoil, and ammo type. You'll also need to consider the type of enemy you're facing, as some may be more resistant or vulnerable to certain types of damage, such as physical energy or elemental. It's important to experiment with different weapons and find the ones that suit your playstyle and preferences. The game carries a variety of pistols, shotguns, rifles, and much more, and with each weapon, you will have the ability to modify and upgrade them to your liking. Along with the many other great aspects of Starfield, they also have included space combat to the list. Depending on your ship and its equipment will depend on the level of success you experience when engaging in combat in the dark void of space. As previously mentioned, you have the ability to change many aspects of your ship, including your weapon systems. Ensuring you have a top-tier weapon system will definitely lead you to success in the stars. Not only will you need to outshoot your opponent, but you will also need to outmaneuver them as well. This task isn't too difficult and can easily be picked up with just a few minutes of playing the game. Be sure to keep in mind though, you have a limited amount of shield and health, and when facing multiple enemies, this can become a problem. The controls of your spaceship is relatively easy and requires very little play time to get the hang of. You have your lasers, cannons, and missiles to utilize during a fight, along with warp speed and maneuverability. The controls have been placed on the controller in a way that allows a player to very easily control the direction and speed of the ship while simultaneously firing the ship's weapons. It's truly a very easy concept to grasp and requires little effort to understand. Carrier weight and oxygen are both very important aspects of the game that you'll want to keep your eye on. Your carrier weight is exactly what it sounds like. It is the amount of weight you can carry without hindering your character's abilities. If you have too much weight, then your oxygen levels will begin to diminish, even while simply walking. In Bethesda's previous games, becoming over-encumbered meant your character's speed decreases drastically. However, in Starfield, your speed remains the same, but your oxygen levels will rapidly decrease, and eventually you'll pass out. Oxygen can be thought of as your stamina bar when compared to other Bethesda games. Your oxygen simply determines how far your character will be able to travel while sprinting. When building a base, the first thing you need to consider is where your base should be located. There are many options when it comes to making this decision, considering the hundreds of planets and moons available. It is ultimately up to you when it comes to this decision. However, I would base my decision off of the available resources on that planet or moon. To start this process, you'll want to place an outpost beacon in your desired location. Doing this allows you to claim that location and begin the building process. There are many different categories you can choose from when building your base. Power stations, buildings, robots, and defense systems are just 4 of the 13 available categories. Within each category, there are many available options that will allow you to create a base that is unique to you. Flycam is an option that allows you to view your base from an overview perspective, giving you the ability to manage your base more conveniently. As you can also see, you are given a fairly large space to work with when creating the base. Starfield gives you a wide range of individuals to use as your followers. Almost instantly, the game presents you with a handful of characters eagerly awaiting to join you on a mission. Each follower has a specific set of skills that can come in handy in certain situations. Not only will your followers help you fight off enemies, but you can also build a more deeper relationship with them, which will urge them to share deep secrets with you, ultimately bringing you and your follower closer together. Your followers can also be tasked to join you on your ship and be a part of your crew, and also be relocated to a base that you have built. The character skill upgrades in Starfield, as expected, are high in quantity as well as quality. The skills are separated into 5 categories: physical, social, combat, science, and tech. Each category contains a wide range of different skills that are sure to help you get ahead as you progress through the game. One of the key differences in Starfield's skill set is in order to move on to the next tier of that skill, you must complete the challenge associated with that skill. For example, for pickpocketing, if you would like to move to the second rank within pickpocketing, you must first successfully pickpocket 5 people. Sounds easy, right? It certainly is. However, as you progress, the challenges become more difficult. Many people dislike this aspect of the game. However, I quite genuinely enjoy it. Lockpicking in Starfield is significantly different from lockpicking in Fallout and Skyrim. Instead of shimmying a lock with a pick or bobby pin, you are required to use what's called a digipick. Unlike Skyrim and Fallout's locating the sweet spot tactic with lockpicking, in Starfield you almost have to play a sort of mini-game puzzle to unlock doors and computers. When unlocking doors in Starfield, you get a set of quote-unquote keys. With these keys, you will need to locate the correct slot these keys will fit. If you mess up, you can always return back to a previous lock, however doing so will use up a digipick. Starfield certainly has many things to offer their fans. With the high level of anticipation involved with this game, it is a great relief to know that players won't be disappointed. I know for sure that I wasn't. With Bethesda introducing many new concepts, as well as retaining original concepts, you can easily enjoy this game for what it is, a new Bethesda classic, which means we can finally scratch that long-awaited and agonizing itch. That's all for this video, and if you enjoyed, please hit that like and subscribe button. It's a great way to help me and this channel out, and I greatly appreciate it. If you've played this game before, or even if you haven't, feel free to write in the comment section what your thoughts about this game are. Thank you all for watching this video, and have a great gaming experience.